Hello and welcome to an IEU News Update. I'm Emily Barker. 2013 is not done yet, but already the union has recovered more than $3,233,000 for members. Much of this money has been recovered for members who have been underpaid or have had the union negotiate redundancy payments or individual settlements on their behalf. IEU General Secretary John Quessy says the figure serves as a timely reminder for members to check pay slips and raise any irregularities. Despite a tough industrial climate, the union's annual report reveals further encouraging signs. The IEU has made new agreements for teachers and support staff in many schools, including Catholic Systemic Schools and Catholic Independent Schools, English language colleges and about 200 early childhood services. The union has represented members in more than 600 disputes and held more than 77 Institute of Teachers accredited pedagogy workshops and 5 major conferences. The union has also facilitated 15 international teacher exchanges. The 2013 annual report is now available from the IEU. The IEU has announced it will pursue a 5% pay claim for teachers in New South Wales Catholic Systemic Schools next year. The 5% claim is more than the 2.5% pay cap on public servants' pay rises under New South Wales legislation, but in light of changes expected of teachers due to government policy, it is considered reasonable by the union. As well as the pay increase, the claim will call for release time for teachers and mentors during the accreditation process and for employers to pay New South Wales Institute of Teachers and Working with Children check fees on behalf of teachers. Dioceses will also be asked to agree on a fair process for teacher performance and development reviews due to the emphasis on this area by state and federal governments. Further, the union will request time in lieu to compensate vocational education and training teachers visiting students at workplaces or gaining mandatory experience outside of school hours. The full claim will be sent to members in these schools for endorsement and feedback. The IEU has lodged an equal pay claim on behalf of teachers in long daycare centres. The application made to the Fair Work Commission joins one already lodged by United Voice for childcare workers in these centres. The IEU application affects around 5,000 teachers nationally and is made on the grounds that they do not receive equal pay for work that is comparable to that of other teachers or other professionals. The claim states the pay of early childhood teachers is low because more than 95% are women and their work is seen as caring work. The IEU is seeking increases of about 50% in the minimum rate for early childhood teachers. Employers have stated their support for the IEU claim, with Leanne Gibbs from Community Childcare Cooperatives saying that with 85% of children's brain development taking place in the first 5 years, the teacher's role is pivotal in the life of children and families. She says appropriate remuneration for teachers in long daycare can only be an investment for our future and a just salary for a qualified and committed professional. The union says that because the United Voice claim is limited to long daycare workers, it is not feasible to broaden the case to preschools at this stage. However, if the case is successful, the IEU will seek similar increases for teachers in preschools. The IEU labelled it mean and miserable, and Sydney Catholic Education Office IEU chapters sent more than 100 motions calling for its withdrawal. The offending item was the Sydney CEO Leave Handbook, which contained misinformation and language that alienated members. The union is now pleased to report that members' combined efforts have won the day. Following months of negotiations in conjunction with school chapters, the union has reached agreement about the content, tone and application of the Leave Handbook for schools. The handbook now more accurately reflects provisions and entitlements in enterprise agreements and the Fair Work Act. The union will also follow up on assurances the Leave Handbook for CEO office employees will be revised along the same lines. What's the difference between consultation and communication, and how can ownership help minimise workplace hazards? These are among questions the IEU is unpacking for members at workplace health and safety training around New South Wales. The IEU is one of just 2 unions providing the 5-day training programs, which equip workplace health and safety reps and committees to deal with changes to New South Wales legislation. The training is tailored for the education context and recommended for anyone with an interest in these areas. Elected health and safety reps who request HSR training are entitled to receive it within 3 months of their application, with all expenses to be paid by the employer. Check the IEU website for dates of this and other training and professional development opportunities. For more information on any of these stories and all the latest news, please go to the IEU website.